Hi everyone, Vickie here, Rock and Roll Prophetess. Thanks for joining me for the March of 2017 Taroscope with Animal Totem reading, free readings for YouTube. As always, we're going to use my deck, the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, for the tarot readings. Then we're going to pull one card from the Beast Mistress Oracle cards, also my deck, for each sign of the zodiac. Check out my site. You can find out how to get the decks and the books. If you're into love readings, and this month I'm going to be on Vimeo. I do Vimeo love readings specifically every month. For March, I'm using the Hanson Roberts deck, which many of you remember used to be my main deck that I always use in the videos, and I know a lot of you, this was a favorite deck. And people didn't like it when it went away, some didn't. But I'm using the Rock and Roll Tarot deck all the time. I use a smaller deck on there because I lay out a lot of cards for those love readings, and I give it, I give it a lot of, it's from two perspective, and it's a lot more, I need a lot more space and a lot more room. It's $2 and some change. Head over to Vimeo. In the meantime, we're going to do the March free readings on YouTube are coming up next after a brief message on how my readings work. If you know how my readings work, go ahead and skip ahead. I look forward to doing your reading for March. First of all, I want you to take time to gaze upon each card. There are messages in the image and text. Pause the video if you have to, because the words will shift and change to reveal a message that is just for you. This is Empowerment Tarot. I'm not here to tell you how to lead your life, and no one should. Trust your own intuition and allow your guides and angels to speak directly to you. If this reading does not resonate with you, be sure to check your rising and moon sign for further insights and illuminations. Finally, as to the court cards, which represent the people in the spread. Because this is a general reading for so many people, the court cards will not be gender specific. So even though I may refer to a queen as a female, as she is represented on the card, it really could be anybody in these general readings. So now without further ado, on to... Hello there, Libra. Thanks for joining me. I just have to make a little note here that we're doing Libra. We did Scorpio, and now we're doing Libra. My advanced technical system over here. I gotta find somewhere to set it. Well, I know we're doing Libra. Hopefully I won't. Spirit knows what we're doing. Even if I say the wrong thing sometimes, Spirit knows what's going on. Okay, Libra for March of 2017. Libra. I got quite a few cards, so I'm going to put them in order. This one, this one, this one, this one. Okay. Libra, 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 Libra. Libra, Libra. Oh, no. You gotta go. Alright, here we go. Well, there you are. There's the Libras. This is my Animal Totem card. We're going to pull that after. And by the way, this is the Hanson Roberts, which is the deck that I'm using for the Lots of Loves on video readings. Vimeo video readings. You can find links below for that if you want to look at just specifically love. Okay, well, Strength card was the first card out, so that's like have strength and have patience. It seems like you're dealing with somebody here. Well, you are. There's somebody here in the reverse position. So this somebody in the reverse is somebody that you're dealing with that you're not, they're not going your way, or they're not, they're not going along with your plan, or they're not going to help you. With the Pentacles, a lot of times it is money. So maybe they're not going to give you the money, the loan, the job that you wanted. Whatever it is, it's time to go past that. The Six of Swords is going, let's get out of here. This guy's a stick in the mud or whatever, guy or girl. It's time to move away from that. Stop trying to convince him or her to come around to your way of thinking or being, because it's just not going to happen. Time to move on. And as soon as you do, there's people that show up that are on the same page as you. There's lots of very positive people down here. You have the Death card. Very seldom will it ever mean that anybody's dying. It just means a change. It's time for change. This guy should be, you got to move away from that. A lot of you, it's a job. This is not a partnership that's ever going to work. You're never going to see eye to eye. They're never going to be on the same page as you. And you're just wasting energy by putting any more effort towards it. Put effort towards the new beginnings. And Ace of Cups is what you really love. Ace of Cups is putting new beginnings towards what makes your heart sing, what makes you happy, what makes you feel good. This doesn't make you feel good. Don't spend any more time on it. Love, joy, new beginnings. Ace of Cups is the beginning of all things, creativity, happiness, joy. And it's a new beginning in love. I mean, it really is. So some of you, this could be your relationship too. Maybe some of you are going to start a new relationship. There'll be new relationships that are starting, whether they're romantic or not remains to be seen. Again, if you want just romance, check out that Vimeo stuff. But this is just like a general forecast. There are a ton of good people coming in. Well, not a ton, but there's at least some. We've got the King of Swords. Well, the King of Swords is you. This is the air sign person. This is the Libra. This is you. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So this is a water sign person, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So there's an influx of new people, and they just all, this all seems to be like, this is like a little pyramid here. Or these are grouped together. And I want to group these together. This is all part of this momentum that's going to lead you into this Ace of Cups energy. Magician is here, so it's about taking control of your life, taking charge of your life, forging ahead, moving forward. You could stay in this forever. It's going to take some effort and intention and focus on your part in order to make this. This is a 1-2. Even though it's not an ace, it's 1. This is also a new beginning, a 1. It's time, and there is a new beginning of the equinox, the vernal equinox, the cardinal ingress, the spring or fall, depending if you're in the front. Even if it's the fall equinox, and because you're in the southern hemisphere, it's still a new beginning because it's Aries. That's the first sign of the zodiac, so it's always a new beginning. It's even if it's not spring where you're at, but it's a new beginning. So this is the time to do that. As we move out of Pisces and we move into start the whole thing over again in Aries, the cycle of life, the wheel of life. Okay, so then this person, you are right next to this person. So I do feel like you're connected. It could be a love affair. You can get involved with a water sign person. I'm feeling it's more. It could be. It could just be anything. But it's empowering, and it's getting you out of this. I feel like it's a definite I'm getting out of this situation. And it could be a love relationship. Maybe you break up with somebody and meet somebody new. Bam, like that. That's not always the best plan. Sometimes you need time to digest and think about things. It feels more like for a lot of you this is a job. Because that money, that pentacle just keeps standing out to me. This is a job, I'm quitting there and I'm getting into another job that I like. I stayed at this job just for the money and now I'm getting into a job I really like. Or I was in a relationship because I stayed with them because I couldn't afford to live on my own. And now I'm going to break out and live on my own and support myself financially. And I'll give my heart to somebody who's truly a love thing and not a I'm dependent on you financially thing. Yeah, so Ace of Cups, new beginning in creativity, new beginning in love. It's all good. And that's what we got to focus on. Don't focus on the bad or telling these old stories about who did what to who or how this person's stopping you or, whatever the case may be. It's all about you. Magician says you are the master of your own reality. There's no blaming anybody when Magician's in the spread. You're creating your reality. Okay, for Libra. Libra. Dog. Well, dogs are part of a pack and a group, Dogs are pack animals. Loyal companion, protector, ally, immense capacity for unconditional love. Service to the pack, group incarnation. To have friends, you must first be a friend. Well, that's what I feel about this one. They don't know how to be a friend. That's why they don't have any friends, or they're not well liked. Because I feel like they're not well liked. Period. It's not just like you. It's not just your thing. You don't get along with them, or you can't get. They rub you the wrong way. They're just not very friendly. They're kind of cold and kind of callous and kind of gruff. Gruff is the word I want to use. So this, and then I like that group incarnation. That came up in somebody else's reading too. So this could be a group incarnation. There's a new influx of new people and a new group that you're going to belong to. That's immediately what I saw when I picked that up. I thought of the pack. You're finding your pack here. You're finding your group, your soul group, more or less. And it's going to go with flow and ease. When the Ace of Cups shows up, this tells us this is flow and ease. It's not. There's not a lot of effort. It just flows naturally and it goes well between you. Okay? Alright, hey Libras, thank you guys for everything you do to support the channel. If you want a love reading, head over to Vimeo. It's the Hanson Roberts deck this month. You can either see my stuff by going to my website up here in that little eye in the sky, or below. There's all sorts of things I have for sale. You can find out how to get readings from me. I offer a bunch of different readings. I also have decks that I've created. That's what I'm using here, and books. And by the way, I'm mentioning that these coloring books are not just coloring books. There's little workbooks for spiritual growth. There's journaling and exercises you can do with it and stuff. It's pretty cool. And I have other divination tools. Check it out. There's all sorts of crap on that site. And it isn't crap. It's good stuff. Okay, thank you for everything you do to support me, and that's what continues to make these YouTube readings free every month. If you didn't get your message here, check your rising and moon. Thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, everything you do. It's so much appreciated. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate, and have a great month of March, and I'll speak to you soon.